One question I get asked a lot is why I decided to stay in a 1 BHK alone at 22, especially when most people my age are trying to save as much money as possible. For those of you who are new here, I'm Akshat. I'm originally from Tamil Nadu. I recently moved to Bangalore for my first full time job. Outside of work, I create content and I'm passionate about music, self improvement, and building a life that I'm proud of. This is the home that I've been building for the last 5 months. To explain why I chose to live alone, I need to go back a little. Growing up, my mom took care of almost everything for me: my food, my laundry, keeping things organized, and even during college, I stayed with my relatives. And my aunt would also take care of the most things for me. At that time, I never really thought about it much. I felt like I had life figured out. But looking back, I realized that I never had to take full responsibility for myself. Last year, I came to Bangalore for my summer internship. I stayed in a double sharing PG, which costed around like 15,000 per month. Honestly, it was decent and I had no major complaints. But during that time, I started realizing a few things about myself. I've always wanted to improve my physique. I've always wanted to create content about my lifestyle, but I found it difficult. I couldn't properly follow the diet I wanted. And even though the people that I stayed with were nice, I felt a little conscious about creating content around them. I didn't want to disturb anyone. I've always had my own room growing up, and I realized that having my own space allowed me to focus on the things that matter to me. Then I got my pre-placement offer based on my internship performance. And when it was time to move back to Bangalore, I know one thing for sure. I wanted a place of my own. Not for luxury, not for showing off. I wanted a space where I could focus on myself. A place where my lifestyle wasn't compromised. A place where I could improve myself, protect my peace, and become the person that I've always wanted to become. Deep inside, I've always wanted to do something meaningful with my life. I was doing well at my job, but I knew that it wasn't the only thing that I wanted to do. So I found a place that was a little bit more premium than what most people of my age would choose. It wasn't the cheapest option, but I knew that I was able to afford it and I saw it as an investment in myself. After moving in, I slowly started setting up the house. I bought furniture from IKEA instead of renting, and I used the equipments which I already had, and I designed everything exactly the way I wanted. I wanted the space to feel like mine. Not just a place where I sleep, a place that feels like home, a place where I would love to come back. And honestly, I know most people of my age wouldn't have made the same decision. But for me, it felt right. Of course, living alone has both pros and cons. One of the best parts is every corner in this house literally has a story behind. From choosing the furniture and deciding the lights and choosing a projector over TV, every decision was mine. And I genuinely enjoy the process. I didn't really follow Pinterest boards or copy someone else's setup. I set up a simple home that felt right to me. And another huge advantage is that now my family has a comfortable place to stay whenever they want to visit Bangalore. And because I chose a society over a standalone building, it has become much easier for me to stay consistent over my fitness and routine. The gym is right here, my content setup is right here, everything I need to build the lifestyle is right here. My home has basically become my content studio, my workspace, my recovery space, and my safe space. Most importantly, living alone taught me how to take care of myself. I learned how to cook, I learned how to clean, I learned how to organize my life, and I learned how much work goes into maintaining a home. But there are definitely downsides too. I pay the entire rent myself, I bought all the furniture, I had to set everything from scratch. And even on days when I'm tired, the work doesn't stop. The dishes still needs to be cleaned, the laundry still needs to be done, the house still needs maintenance, and all of that happens while trying to balance work, fitness, content creation, personal goals, and life in general. There were also moments when it got lonely, and sometimes it felt like I had no one around to share whatever I feel. When you're focused on growth, it can sometimes feel like you're walking alone. But over time, I learned how to take care of myself emotionally too. I learned how to slow down, how to calm myself, how to prioritize my well being, and how to keep moving forward during the difficulties. If there's one thing living alone has taught me, it's responsibility. Not just responsibility for work, responsibility for myself, my health, my home, my emotions, and my goals. Over the last 5 months, I've learned so many things that I wouldn't have learned otherwise. I've become more independent, I've become more disciplined, I've learned skills that I never thought I would need, and most importantly, I learned a lot about who I am. Looking back now, I don't see this apartment as an expense. I see it as one of the best investments that I've made in myself. Because beyond the furniture, the walls, the aesthetics, this place has helped me grow as a person, which I've always wanted to become. This place has shown me a better version of myself. And honestly, I'm really proud of the person that I'm slowly becoming. And I'd love to know what's that one decision that you made that changed your life for better. Please let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy content around building a meaningful life, living alone, personal growth, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll be sharing more of my journey every week. See you until next time. Thank you.